Nebraska Head Coach Tim Miles. Tim will not do an opening statement. I'm just going to read the questions for you when you're ready.
Yeah.
Tim, what was the plan for Bruno Fernandez tonight?
We know he's going to get the ball almost every possession when he's in the game. And so we wanted to just honestly mix it up. We wanted to play him one-on-one some. We wanted to double him some, make him a decision maker too. And then we knew we'd go some zone too. And hopefully he gets lost in the shuffle there. So we just needed to mix it up. We know he's a dominant player. He's really terrific, and he did a good job, I think, keeping his balance when we went one-on-one, making the extra pivot into a scoring move. And he's so strong, he's so much stronger. If you watch last year's game, I think that's the biggest thing I see is just his physicality. Just like our kid Isaiah Roby's improved his physicality. Those are big, strong dudes out there, and he made some really good plays, obviously.
Tim, with that, you went with it seemed like a different lineup, a little bit bigger, where you had Tanner and Roby and Isaac out there. Is that something going forward with matchups like this that you're trying things out to find a different way to combat size?
I would have liked to have done a little more. That's certainly something we're going to look at, and I think we need to just compete on the glass.
Last few minutes, that sequence, were you okay with the way your team played? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think if you just look at our effort from the get-go, I would say, if you say, okay, why'd you lose? So we missed some foul shots early in the second half, right? I think we missed 4 out of 5 at one point, and ended up missing, too many, 8 of them, and so that really hurts. You got to make your layups and free throws on the road. Then when we did have a lead, we turned it over twice in a row at a time. And then Cowan got going, he hit his 2 threes, and Bruno was doing his deal. And now you look up and you're down, And then as we came back, I thought we did a good job when we went to our zone. We got it turned over a couple times. The times they did score, it seemed like it was a late out of bounds underneath that we went back man and they got us on. And but you can't give them 8 threes and not rebound. You pick one that you want to be awful at. And so I thought that was the thing that we just give up too many threes. Wiggins hit 2, Cowan hit 2, and he hadn't shot it great. And then Sticks hit 2, right? And then somebody else. That's enough because Sticks was 4 for 21 on the year. So, and I know he can shoot, but we wanted to make them earn it too, and they did. They did a good job.
What'd you tell the team after kind of another close loss like this on the road when they've already been through it?
Yeah, that it's going to happen 8 more times, and it might be this month. That it's just this is the way it goes, and you just have to look ahead, bounce back against Iowa, and get ready to go. We'll go to film tomorrow. We'll look at why'd we win, why'd we lose. We'll find out it's defensive rebounding, it's not making foul shots, it's how we give up the threes, and how do we solve that problem if we're in that situation again against Iowa? And you go from there. But we played well enough to win both games on the road, and we have it. But it's early in the year, and you got to look at it, I think, from a global, big picture perspective, and say, listen, this is just the way it's going to be, and it's a good problem to have.
Were you satisfied with how Roby did in a game where this was kind of one of his tougher matchups of the year?
I thought Isaiah did a good job. I did. He got fouled hard, he got the cramps, and he wasn't quite as good after that, but he started the second half really well. If he'd made his foul shots, he would have had a much bigger game. But we got to rebound the ball better. I know he got 7, Cope got 3. James has got to be a rebounder in there too. And we just little things, right? And rebounding's not a little thing, but we had too many possessions that ended in a miss, and we didn't end in a stop.
Tim, you talked about that global picture after those 2 tough road losses. What's your read on the team psyche after those 2 losses?
Well, they're disappointed. You hear the celebration in the opposing locker room, and it's disappointing that you probably played well enough to win, but you just didn't do enough little things. And there's plays here and play there. Like we had a kid go out, close out just a little soft. I think he was tired. Gets Jade up for a 3, and it's just a senseless play. Like, you don't take a play off. Don't take a play off. And in a game where it comes down to the last possession, and we actually throw it up for a chance to maybe make a layup, In the end out, we had a wide open three, and we had good looks. It just didn't go, and then 1 or 2 at the foul line. To end the game, we had our opportunities. We just didn't capitalize. But credit Maryland. They stepped up, and those kids that hadn't been making shots made shots. And then those guys on the glass did what they were supposed to do, and they did it well.
On the final play, we couldn't really see from our end, but when you ran out on the court, were you going to the refs or Roby?
Not Roby. Thanks.
Just needed to clarify.